Hi everyone, this is He the Master Healer. I just want to come with a quick teaching video, and this is something that I always wanted to say for the longest while. I know we're coming to the end of the year. It is December 1st, and I hope that some of you guys seeing this video will inspire you guys. Especially some of my fellow readers. I see some of you subscribe to the channel, and healers. I see some of you definitely. I see a lot of you guys, and peace, love to all of you guys. And this is something for especially for the young ones who coming up out there. And this message should really encourage you guys. And I will say it. And today's what, December 1st, 2021. And I think the title of this video should be saying, never be ashamed of yourself. All right. And one of the reasons why I say never be ashamed of yourself now, because for me personally now, growing up in the Caribbean, Caribbean people can be very, just black people anyway, I don't think it's just Caribbean people, we as black people just across the globe, we are very judgmental, more than anything else. You understand what I'm saying? Welcome to other people will show love for the other race, but we are very judgmental more than anything else, especially whether it's in the black church, whether it's just family, we very, very tough on each other compared to other people. They judge each other too, but you see our love in them now. We sometimes we don't really show our love for each other. There's so much hate now, So, but one of the big things for me was always I never choose this life, I was running from this. I was running from doing spiritual work, doing healing work and stuff. And coming up from the Caribbean, as I say, I had to hide who I was. You know what I'm saying? For over more than 30 years, I had to hide who I was. You know what I'm saying? Even I might have been dating different people and stuff back then. I never let them know my gift. My grandmother always used to tell me, never let people know your gift. And I stand by that to this day. Not everything you ever let people know. And any young person that coming up in this spiritual game, and sometimes you're feeling confused, you feel like you're seeing things, you're hearing things, you're seeing spirits are wrong, you can tell the future, you have good premonition, you have good, some people have great intuition, it might be psychic, just have great intuition. They can watch something and feel it, that if something is right or not, and they're good at it. You understand what I'm saying? Just like some people are good at reading tarot. Some people cards may be hitting right, Sometimes they charge your cards, things like that, the cards hitting right, so the readings come out good, and so on and so on, And for me, and for any young person coming up there in the game, who's being called, it's something that is that they choose you. You understand what I'm saying? Some people, everybody born with a spirit guide. Every human being born with a spirit guide, and I always stand by this 1000%. Some of us just doesn't follow doesn't listen to our guides and listen to your intuition, follow your gut, listen to your heart, listen carefully now and feel it. If it don't feel right, if something do not feel right, 99% of the time, it is you'll be right. You just have to follow your gut, follow your heart, follow your intuition, tap into your spot and listen to when you get that call. If something is just, you just feel it. It's like it's just tick off in your head, and it's like a bulb. You just switch on. Somebody might whisper something, or even it's just a feeling. Like, you might get a whisper, but just a feeling. You know what? I need to swing left. You understand? So because if I go right, but most of the time when I get the first vibes or the first energy, the first intuition, that is always God talking to you. That's your spirit guide connecting with. And these are the things that you have to listen to. And yes, you will get judged. With me, I used to study, boy, what people might think about me and all that stuff. And I felt like I would have been judged more, but my higher coach, I spent thousands of dollars, and people was trying to tell me to go in a whole different direction. And you know what? After I fired him, them people and them, I get rid of them, spend thousands of dollars, and the minute I decide to be myself, that was it for me. That was it. the minute I decide, so I spend more than close to like 4 or 5 grand. I'm working with different coaches and stuff. I mean, a couple of years ago, and it just wasn't feeling right. It just wasn't feeling right because they seeing me as someone, maybe from a coach. I'm not a frigging coach. You understand what I'm saying? I'm born with a gift. A lot of people, family members, they had problems with me coming out and saying I'm a psychic and things like that because they feel like I would get that psychic stigma. I really didn't care, but I know for years I was watching a lot of people reading and stuff, and I seen people making shit up and guessing shit and not sure. I said, but wait there. These motherfuckers, man, they even have not even quarter my talent. Not even quarter. I'm not boasting, I'm just keeping it real. They even have quarter my talent. And I said, but wait now, these motherfuckers, people believe in this shit, yo. I said, nah. You know what I mean? For years, I watch a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? No, we have some good talented people, but yeah, some of them is just plain trash, yo. Straight up, hands down. But I don't knock nobody hustle. I stay my lane. But I'm just showing you, you know what I'm saying, that for you guys coming up, you know what I mean, that born with a special gift now. Just don't be ashamed. You know what I'm saying, and follow your guides, put yourself out there. Don't study how you speak, don't study accent, you understand what I'm saying, and things like that. I'm 50 something years old, so I'm telling you straight up, I'm not the best speaker in the world, but when coming to my gift and when coming to my talent and what I'm good at, hands down, you understand what I'm saying, I know my shit, you understand what I'm saying, and I have so much things to offer this world, and that's why I decided to come out. And I think even for COVID, you guys will never see me because COVID really forced me to pivot and really show myself to the world now, because I'm a very introverted dude. I never used to be like that. I was more outgoing back when I was younger, but I think when I reached 30 something, I kind of more start moving like more introverted, maybe like from 35. You know what I'm saying? But I used to go every single way. And I mean, I'm more cautious. The older you get, you're a little more cautious. But this is something that I didn't want to put myself out there. I was thrown to the wolves. I was just forced to come out, because sometimes when you're hiding and when you get a calling to do God's work, sometimes you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it because what happens is that what people don't understand, when you're doing this spiritual work, is a lonely road. You're going to get judged. People are going to say you're a voodoo priest. People are going to say you're doing witchcraft, you're doing obia, you're doing juju. People will say all kind of fucking shit. And I don't care. And that is one of the most important. I never really care. But I think my family and them was more worried about me getting the stigma. And I think they was more worried about them. And it's something Jay-Z always say sometimes, I remember one time Jay-Z said that a couple of times in his videos, and he said sometimes family members would put their own fears on you. And it's true. He said that in a video. Jay-Z said that. And one of his uncles was putting one of his fears on him when he said he was going to do something. And he kind of chuckled, when Jay-Z told him he was going to do something. Now, I can't remember what it was. You guys might remember. But that is so true. Your family members and your loved ones, sometimes they try to put fears on you. They put their own fears on you to keep you back. And I had to break free from my family and them who's trying to put their fears on me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know I have this gift. I know that I'm very great at what I do. And I'm seeing people who not even who don't have quarterly talent, who can read, who can read. Like I have like 10 different ways I can read. You know what I'm saying? I have things that I can't show people out here. And I have 10 different ways to read somebody. Some people only know one way, just a deck. I have some things you cannot see with a deck. You understand? You have to have natural talent. Like with me, I pick clients from I pick doctors, I pick lawyers for my clients. I pick relationships, jobs. I can tell them the exact job, location. I can give them a lot of specifics about certain things that the tarot can't give you. You know what I'm saying? And I have different ways of reading. So I'm very versatile. Some people can speak like 8 different languages and stuff. All right, same with me. I can read like in 10 different ways. Some people can only read one way. You understand? And that's all they know. And, to know certain things. I can read through palms. I could watch your fingers, I could watch your nails, I could watch your feet, your toes, your back of your heel, your face, how your face shape, your eyes. All these things tells me a lot about a person within quick minutes. You know, you have to be able to talk the person language. So that is why I have a lot of advantages over the average person who just reading this one way. I have many different ways. I can read through the candle. I could read through scrying mirror. You know what I mean? I could use through I could scry and I could see things through that. A lot of different things. And I don't have to boast and tell anyone, but you guys see my prediction. I've been consistent, you know. And so that is why I just want to say for any young person out there, man, don't let your family members, nobody put their fears on you. And as I come all the way from the Caribbean, and I always had this gift. I had to hide this shit because back then, people that judge me all crazy and shit had me looking all more crazy. But and I had to live in fear until I feel free. So this should be a lesson for any young person who trying to get in the spiritual game. Don't hide all yourself. I was hiding for like 10 years. I could have put myself on YouTube 10 years ago. But my fears, and I hire all kind of coaches, all kind of stuff, and I hire somebody who's on my team now, who's a master hypnosis and a master NLP practitioner, and that person just spent 30 minutes with me, and that was it. I was fearful of putting myself on camera. I also had a phobia putting myself on camera. I could do anything behind the scenes, and you could call me, I could talk to you, but like talking here now, and that person hypnotized me and do some NLP, went back in time. I think my did some past regression, and that was it. I think it was like under an hour, and I haven't looked back to this day. So the lesson learned is, guys, invest in yourself. Don't study anyone. Don't study what people think. Don't care what age you at. You understand what I'm saying? And surround yourself with the right people. I always surround myself with people who's doing better than me. You know what I'm saying? In life, always. I always surround myself with people doing better than me. I always surround myself with people who's brighter than me, because you can always stay learning from them. Nobody knows everything. Always remember that, guys. I do not know everything. You guys do not know everything. And anyone that have a godlike complex and think that they know everything, run. I always tell you guys that you don't want nobody have a godlike complex. You don't want to heal or somebody that know everything. One thing with me, I've accessed a lot of big name people, healers and spiritual people and stuff, globally. You know what I'm saying, and I go to them for advice because you have to stay up to date. Sometimes you might meet certain cases, you might pop up certain things, and you might need help getting out of certain situations. I have seen where enough times where I was doing when I had my office open, and I remember one time I was cleaning and healing a man, doing a healing session, and when we just finished cleansing and all that stuff was outside in a bathroom outside in Pennsylvania. Outside, I had a bathroom outside so I could bathe them and cleanse them and smoke them and stuff. And when I finished bathing this man came from the Caribbean, and the guy was in the back, and when I finished with him, man, listen, when I jumped back, it was like bats come out of this man. Bats, I'm talking about real bats, like a shadow of bats just fly off this man. I jumped back. Thank God I had all my spiritual garb and all that stuff. You guys might be seeing me in my little t-shirt, my little sweaters and stuff. No, when I'm doing healing, I come out all warrior. I come out with all spiritual gear. So it's not everything you have to show the public. Some people like to see it with their hair tie up, especially Caribbean people. They like to see it with bells and all these different things. No, I have seen a lot of very rare people who can do a lot of work. They doesn't have all them set of stuff, but because we come from people from Africa, from the Caribbean, they will judge you only because when you come with your hair tie up and have bells and you have a whole bunch of bracelets on your hand. Listen, I got a lot of stuff in my thing, but that's not me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm always GQ. I like the good life, and I don't feel like I have to come up with a whole bunch of stuff to prove anything to anybody. I mean, my actions will prove itself, And so the lesson learned is, guys, and this is what I want to give you guys encouragement. You're going to be judged. Just be yourself. Don't let nobody put no fears in you. Be confident and invest in yourself. And like for people like myself and you guys out there, spiritual people, when you're being called to do spiritual work, it's a lonely road, and it's good to surround yourself with like-minded people who are not going to want anything, people who are not going to jealous you, who do not want to try to hurt you spiritually. Because a lot of spiritual people do not trust other spiritual people. It's like a competition now. A lot of spiritual people feel like it's a competition. As somebody had said here, online, it's 7 billion people in the world, and it have enough money to make for everyone. But all of us sit down watching each other, and we don't need to. There are people all over the place. You understand what I'm saying? No? And a lot of us might be on YouTube. We might be all over the place. But people are watching us all over the world. And I mean, YouTube is global. There are people in the Caribbean watching us. There are people in Australia, New Zealand. There are people all over the place watching us. So this is one of the lessons, and I hope that I touch on some of the spiritual people who subscribe to this channel. I see you guys and some of the young readers and stuff that watching. That you guys will be okay. Better your craft. Follow your intuition, and you will be judged. People are going to say all kind of stuff. They're going to say all kind of negative stuff, but it's okay. As long as you know you're doing God's work and surround yourself with the right people, your family members and everything. Always remember, your family will always be the most toughest. People will always try to discourage you, and some of your friends. You understand? If strangers will see your talent, and they will encourage you to step out there. It has certain readers on YouTube, that older ladies that saw my talent and stuff, and they know how good I is, and they say, nah, it's time for you to put yourself out there. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I know for me personally, even for COVID, you guys will not really be seeing me, because it's only because of COVID I put myself out here to show my skills. But other than that, with my practice, I always had my clients, always been consistent. But when COVID hit, I have to market myself somewhere different. So that's one of the reasons why. So as I say, guys, never be ashamed of yourself. Be yourself. And I hope that this message could encourage some of you guys and give you a motivation to do better. And doesn't matter what age you are and how you present. And just be confident. Be confident, and things will work out for you. And himself, you feel like you're lacking certain confidence, try and find somebody to help you. It don't have to be me. What it is, find somebody to help you. I have a team around me. A lot of people around me to help me if I jam up in certain situations, because as much as I have 32 years experience, I still consider this a learning experience. Every week is something new for me. Cases I bounce up. Some of them might be difficult. Some of them I won't be able to do, because I'm not spiritually equipped to handle those cases. And that's why I like to screen people. I like to read on them first to know if I am the one to work with you. Not everyone you'll be able to work with. Some people are not meant for us to cross paths, So that's how life is. So peace, love, and blessings. And I hope that this reading makes sense. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click on the notification bell. Don't forget to go to thespiritualfixer.com, get your free gift, and look out for new stuff for 2022 coming soon. Okay, bye.